From the heart of Kenya comes one of Africa's greatest stories. Set amid vast landscapes and open spaces. It is a story about people and wildlife. A story about conservation.
Traditionally, the Maasai is dependent on livestock. They will take milk from a cow, they'll take meat from a cow. Our shoes are made of cow hide, but also beyond just the direct things that you have and eat, any ceremony that happened, any rite of passage that happened. Friendship was made with cows. I'll give you a cow, and I will call you Andau, but that means that we are friends of that level. Marriages, there was no marriage that will happen before dowry was paid, and their dowry was cows. Spiritual appeasing, if you are to appease the gods, if you are to ask God for rain. So anything that the Maasai did, anything that we have, everything that we ate was based on the cow. I don't think you can have a Maasai without a cow.
For centuries, the Maasai communities of East Africa have practiced pastoralism, traveling with their herds as they follow the seasonal patterns of precious food and water sources. And in doing so, they have helped create conditions that wildlife can thrive in. When livestock and wildlife share open landscapes, they are able to help each other with grazing. And effective grazing can lead to more nutrient-rich grasslands that many other species depend on. The shorter grass can be especially important to non-predator species because it allows them to better monitor their surroundings. And in turn, this helps preserve a healthy ecosystem. Not only is pastoralism the essence behind the long-standing culture of the Maasai people, but it plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of human-wildlife coexistence.
The Maasai community for many, many years have lived alongside wildlife. In the open savannas where the Maasai have kept their cows, wildlife has been a secondary beneficiary of that openness of space. That is what is important to try and maintain, because so long as Maasai can continue to have pastoralism as a land use option, then we will always have wildlife stay alongside them.
Many of the open landscapes that once served as grazing grounds and migratory routes for livestock and wildlife are now becoming subdivided for private, commercial, and government uses. As a result, pastoral people are forced to live in tighter spaces with wildlife, while the resources shared by their herds and wild species become more and more scarce. In turn, the ability to harmoniously coexist with wildlife becomes harder for indigenous groups like the Maasai, whose deep-rooted traditions have long made them caretakers of these open landscapes, and whose livelihoods depend on human-wildlife coexistence.
The Maasai were traditionally conservationists, living in a landscape that has got lions, that have got elephants, But today things have changed, and so therefore we needed to connect their practice and what the world understood as conservation today. You need to understand how people have interacted with the environment and wildlife over time, because only then can we ensure healthy coexistence. And that is core to conservation.